doing so far? Making it work? Awesome. Okay, so this little sticker sheet, put your name on it. We talked about this yesterday, didn't we? Yeah. About the extra credit stickers? A little bit? So, on this sticker sheet, we'll play a bunch of games this year. If you are the winning person, the winning team, the winning class, you might earn stickers. Each sticker, do you remember how much it's worth?
1 point.
1 minute.
Half a point. Half a point. It's worth half a point of extra credit. Can you use it on every test?
No, just the final one.
Just the final and just the midterm, right? But this is where you will collect all of your stickers. I've got a crap ton of stickers. So like the ones that I will be giving out today, unfortunately not to this class. So sorry, you guys tried so hard. They're like little colorful stickers. You see how cute they are? I've got like literally in that little back cabinet, I have got a mountain of stickers. So like every time we do this, I'm gonna use a different sticker. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. I love stickers. So every time you earn a sticker, put it on the sheet. Don't put it on your person. Don't put it on your binder or your folder, because I won't accept it that way. But this will be your little sticker collection sheet. Don't give it to somebody else. They are non-transferable, meaning if you have an A+ and your friend has a D, you can't give it to that person. And you can't redeem them until the midterm and final. Okie dokie. Everybody be sure you have your name on this, and then you can go ahead and put that away for me. Put it in your foldery thingy that hopefully you have. Put it somewhere where you won't lose it, because this is where you're going to hold all your extra credit. You're going to get a new one like after we come back from a break. But this is going to be your sticker sheet till then. We talked about grades, right? We talked about interpersonal communication, what that looks like in English. Yep. Same as ASL. We talked about dig points, right? You come in with a point every single day. It is only you that can lose that point for doing these things. Yeah. I need this to be awesome. I'm sweating already. Isn't it always just so stinking hot in here? I'm dying every day. Okay. This will be a large part of your interpersonal grade. I think we talked about this. When voices are off, you guys did great. Proud of you. Continue to sign or write things or figure it out. Ignore a peer if they talk. If I point, I'm going to make a sign that says this, because I'm going to point to something that's similar to this a lot to make sure everybody's following along. Okay? There will be times in voices off, like when I point to a sign that looks like this, where you'll be allowed to say something in English and you won't like get docked for it. Capiche? Cool. Now the thing is though, when I point to something like this, I'm going to need everybody to respond if you can. Okay? If you are like not really sure, that's fine. But if you're like pretty sure what it is, I need for you to respond. Okay? So that it's not just like one person. Capiche? Sweet. Okay. We talked about how to get somebody's attention, right? Stomping, waving, tapping a person. Yeah? Awesome. Google Classroom. We're going to talk about this a little bit today. We're going to talk a little bit about Flipgrid. Has anybody ever used Flipgrid before? Nice. Okay. Anytime in my PowerPoints, all of these will be up on my Google site, my like teacher portal site thingy. Anytime you see the blue border, that's a vocab slide. So this will have any vocab that we learned that day. Anything that is on these slides are fair game. They will also go up on that sign right there. And anything that is on that sign or one of these slides is good to be on a test. Okay? Phones. I think we talked a little bit about, did we talk about phones a little bit? Or no? Okay, so phones. We talked about yesterday, my very first rule is watch with the intent to understand. You can't be watching me sign if you're looking at your cell phone. It is literally impossible to multitask that way in this class. Back there in the back, there's a charging station, so if you bring your own charger, feel free to charge it back there. Please put it on Do Not Disturb so that it's not buzzing, so that we're not annoyed by it, okay? Please be here and ready to learn, bring everything to class. There will be bell work almost every single day. You saw where the bell work was up here, right? Like when you came in, there's going to be something like that every single day for you to do. When you come in, you can go ahead and get started working on it. Okay? It still voices off every time you come in here. And that's when we picked around your timer. Yes. Okay. So we didn't need it today. I'll probably let you know the first day that we need it. We won't need it yet. Okay, bathroom passes. This is the other thing. Does everybody have a pen?
Hold on.
Okay, if you don't have a pen, there's a little bucket. Find a pen. Everybody needs to get out a pen, not a pencil. And then pass them to the front. All right. Last year, one of my biggest pet peeves, like of all time, try to put you pass this up here actually to try. Thank you. One of my biggest pet peeves from last year that I've decided that I'm fixing this year because I'm over it is the potty. I get so frustrated when I'm in like the middle of teaching and people all of a sudden just so happens they have to go pee. Okay? It drives me a little bit batty. So this year I'm implementing bathroom passes. You get 2 of them per quarter. So you get 2 of these until October. Okay? Please, right now, write your name at the top where it says blank restroom pass. Write your name in pen or marker, whatever. You do have 6 minutes in between classes. I do understand some of you come from very far away in this building. Try your very best to go in between classes. Now, if that makes you a little bit tardy, when you walk in, you can just sign bathroom, like sorry bathroom or something, and I'll understand that that's where you were. So if you're like a minute tardy because you had to go pee first, that's chill, okay? I would rather you go to the bathroom before class than do it during class. Because once we're in class, we're in like learning mode, and I don't want to stop so that you can go tinkle. Okay? Questions? Okay. When you leave, you can rip this. I do have scissors, but you'll cut this or rip this or something. You'll put the date and the time that you left on it. You'll take the little purple pass. You are supposed to wear the little purple pass around your neck. Go to the bathroom. There's no bathroom on this floor. The bathroom is downstairs. If you go down the downstairs on that side and then come back through the hallway, it's like right there. That's the girls' bathroom. And the boys' bathroom, I think, is all the way at this end. So yeah, you'll put the date, the time that you left, and then when you come back, the time that you've returned. Now it says on here, put on Miss S's desk. Do you see that? Right now in your pen, I want you to cross that out and say, put in bin, or put in tray, or something. I don't want them on my desk. We're gonna put it back there in that turn-in tray. What color is your class? Pink. How do you sign pink? You remember? Pink, right, pink. I know pink wasn't on my little picture, but pink. You guys have a pink class. Pretty much anything labeled pink in this class is yours. So just be sure when this comes back, you put the time that you left, the time that you returned, you put it in that turn-in tray. You get 2 of them. Any of these that you have left over at the end of the quarter, turn into extra credit stickers. Okay, so if you don't use them, you get to cash them in, you get little extra credit stickers. You can't share them with a friend, that's why you put your name on it and pen. If you have an emergency and there's no more passes, or I do know that some people have like medical reasons why they have to go to the bathroom without like limit or whatever. If that applies to you and you run out of passes, don't stress about it. You can still go to the bathroom. I'm not gonna like deny you peeing, okay? Just take the pass and go, and then you and I can talk afterwards if you need to. I do know like who the people are who have medical reasons, whatever. If you're feeling real sick, like maybe you ate a bad breakfast sandwich or something in the morning and you're like, oh, this is not good. You can ask to go to the nurse, okay? She has her own bathroom. I don't know if any of you have ever been there, but she has her own bathroom. So if you need to go to use the nurse's bathroom, you're allowed to do that, and I can write you a pass for the nurse. Or you can take that pass. Okay? I'm going to teach you 2 signs here. The first one is bathroom. I'm going to make a T. Shake it. Good job. Jada used it already, right? You use it to T and you shake it. Nurse, put your, who in here is a lefty? We got 3 lefties? Oh no, I'm the back. Okay. So lefties, you're going to do the opposite of everything I said. Okay. Everybody else, put your left hand out flat. Take your right hand, you're going to put 2 fingers up like you're a fake Boy Scout or something. And you're going to tap your wrist. That's a sign for nurse. Okay? So if you need to go to the nurse, you can raise your hand and go nurse. And I'll write you a pass, or you can take that one and I'll let you go. Okay? You need to go to the bathroom, shake a tea. You need to go to the nurse, tap your wrist. Everybody good? Okay, go ahead and put these away for me so you don't lose them. They are hole punched for your convenience. Unless you just have a folder, in which case that's fine too. Alright, the last couple of things that I'm going to talk about are things that I had gotten questions for when you guys took that survey. Speaking of which, there are people that haven't taken my survey. It just occurred to me. Back here, this is a good little side lesson. Back here, if you were ever absent, your first place to check will be back here where it says absent, question mark. And there's a folder that is labeled with your class color, which is
Pink.
pink. And how do you sign pink? Yes, with a P, with your middle finger right there. Pink. Yes. Okay, good. So in this folder, there are papers if you're ever absent. Anna, this one's yours. I need you to fill this out. Oh, I'm sorry. And bring it back as soon as possible. Emily Hamrick. Is that you? I'm sorry. There's 2 Emilys in here. Who's the other Emily? You? Emily Warner, right? Warner Hamrick. Okay. Avian's not here. Ananda. And Rihanna. And Michaela, right? Michaela? Michaela. Okay. There's also extra copies of things, like if you ever lose a copy of something, and you need one, there's a whole folder back there labeled extra copies. Did everybody else take that survey? Yes. Stuff. Okay. So these were questions that were asked on that survey. Some frequently asked questions, I guess. So I'm going to talk about them up here. Testing quizzes, first of all. We will take a bunch of quizzes in this class. Most of my quizzes are out of 10 points. Pretty much never you can't fail it. The lowest you can get is a 50%. Well, you can get a 0 like if you don't do it. But if you do the quiz, you'll get above 50%. That's just the way they're great quizzes. They're out of 10 points. Usually they are really easy. I believe in you. You can do it. Okay. Tests. We will have 6 unit tests. I have 6 units. They're each 6 weeks long, so you'll have 6 tests. Each test will have a section for all the different modes of communication, plus deaf culture. So that means that there will be a section on your test about deaf culture, deaf history. There will be a part where I'm signing and you have to write down what I'm saying. There will be a part where you sign something for me. Like I'm going to give you some sentences or something, you got to sign them. And then there will be an interpersonal section where we'll use a website called Charlala, which is a fun website. Has anybody ever used it? Charlala? No? Sweet. We're going to use this website called Charlala, where you and I are going to have a conversation in sign language. It's going to be awesome. Those tests are graded based on whatever you get. So that means that if you get a 30% on that test, you get a 30%. Like the quizzes, the lowest you can get is like a 50%. The tests, you get what you get. Okay? If you get a 16%, you get a 16%. Does that make sense to everybody? Good? Okay. Presentations. I had a lot of people ask, will we get presentations in You will have at least one presentation or project per unit. So there's 6 units, you'll have at least 6 projects/presentations. These will usually include you signing something into a video on your Chromebook. Sometimes those videos will be shown to the class and sometimes they will not. I'll let you know ahead of time. I think that the only thing that you will actually have to stand up here and do something for might be the final exam, like in May. Might. And part of that will be spoken. Like part of it will be in English. So far, that's my plan. There will be one thing where you'll actually have to like present something. Everything else will be like a video type project. Cool? Cool. Many times though, I'm gonna ask you to do a thing called a free sign, which is basically talking to yourself in a camera when you're gonna talk in sign language. Those will be graded based mostly on growth and focus, not necessarily on what you sign or how you sign it. It's to show yourself as we go through the year how you're improving. Okay? Those will not be shown to the class. The only people that will really see those will be you and me. So you have to do those alone. Okay? Questions on this part? Sweet. Do you know what growth mindset is? Have you learned about this in the past? Sweet. So this is just a little picture about growth mindset versus fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is somebody who comes into ASL class and is like, this is real hard and I can't do it. Okay? A growth mindset comes into this class and goes, this is real hard and I'm gonna try my best. Right? My 6th rule right here, be brave and kind, means that you have to come in here every day with a growth mindset. When I have things on the board about practicing your finger spelling, I need for you to practice your finger spelling. I know it feels silly for you to like be doing something with your hand or like looking at a piece of paper or whatever and have your hand up here. Your hand needs to be up here when you're finger spelling. You can't finger spell in your lap like that. Like, it's just awkward, okay? Also, when I was going around yesterday before the name game and I asked you all to sign your name, it wasn't like all this class, but there were people in every single class who like finger spelled their name down here. You know where I'm looking? If you finger spell your name down here and you're signing, I'm looking at your crotch. I would really love to not look at your crotch. That's really inappropriate. So please, when you finger spell, put your hand up here, okay? I want to look here. I want to look by your face. That's how sign language works, okay? You have to be brave. You got to put your hand up. You got to sign stuff. Everybody good? You got to have that growth mindset.
For tests and stuff, when we go over like the signs that we learned that like are
Yes.
on the board.
Yep. And I'll refer back to these all the time. Yeah. Any other questions about this? Stellar. Okay, if you missed today, we're going to talk about Google Classroom and stuff in my Google site here in a minute. When you get back, check the absent folder back there with the color what?
Pink.
And how do you sign it? Yes, pink with a P. Make a P. Put your thumb in between your fingers. Everybody make a K. Make a P. Make a K. Make a P. Put your middle finger on your chin. Rub it. Good job. Pink. Okay. Makeup tests and quizzes. If you missed a test, we have retake day. If you missed a test, you can do it on retake day. You can come find me during first period, 4th period, or 6th period, and I will help you. We do retakes in here, so if you completely bomb a test and you don't think that it was a fair representation of how you did, I will have a retake for you to do that you can do on retake day. If you miss retake day, you need to come find me during 1st, 4th, or 6th periods. Plagiarism and cheating. Don't do it. Y'all know what those things mean, right? Okay. Also, it's really stinking hard in an ASL class to plagiarize off of somebody else because you're signing things your own way. And also, if I'm watching a video of you signing and all of a sudden I see like I'm gonna know that you're looking at somebody else, obviously. So it's really hard to do, but just don't do it anyway, okay? If I catch you cheating, I will probably take your test and you will probably get a 0 and you'll probably have to redo it. Cool? Cool. My schedule, I teach ASL 1 all the periods except for 1st, 4th, and 6th. 6th period, I am actually across the hall, but this room is closed, so if you can't find me here, look across the hall in 305, it's Miss Cook's room. And remember, have Senora Cook? She's real great, right? So she's right across the hall, and that's where I am 6th period. I'm also here before and after school, theoretically. So just email me if you need to come see me before that. I had some people ask about, like, if they wanted to learn signs that we don't do in class, what should they do? You are always free to ask me how to sign something. You would sign. What is the sign for sign? Do you remember? Yeah, sign. Every sign. It goes backwards. It goes towards you. There you go. Towards yourself. Sign. And then this is the sign for what? You take 2 palms and you move them in and out. And you gotta put your eyebrows down. You gotta look confused. What? So you would say sign what? And then you could finger spell it. Like C-A-T. Sign what? And I'd go, cat. Sign for cat. There you go. Right, dog. Good. Okay. I also have websites on my Google site. I'll show you this in a minute that you can look at. If you look at a website to look up a sign, please double check with me that that is actually the sign, because the websites usually have California signs, and California signs are much different than Ohio signs. Not much different, but there are some variations, okay? For example, who in here says pop? Like for the fuzzy thing that you drink. Who says soda? Who says Coke? Or whatever. Okay. Is there another word for it?
Soda pop.
Soda pop. No? Okay. So just like we have differences in how we say that word, there are differences between how you say signs here versus like California. For example, here we have the sign for hot dog. It looks like this, okay? You take your left hand, unless you're a lefty, flip this. You take your left hand and you kind of curve it up like a bun, and your right hand taps it. It's a sign for hot dog, okay? In other states, they sign hot dog. Like it's supposed to look like the little sausages. Like the little sausages strained together, you know? Hot dog. Hot dog. Here in Ohio, this means sausage, not hot dog. So there's regional differences. So if you're gonna look something up, check with me that it's the right sign. Oh, and then let me know if you want a tutor as well, because some ASL2 students said that they'd be willing to tutor. Questions? Sweet. Okay. Anything else? I'm gonna look around my room really quickly, make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. Science, we know we talked about that. I do have a sink. If you need to wash your hands or something, I got you. The little paper towel dispenser is a little weird, but it's there. Supplies, anytime that you need a supply, this stuff is pretty much fair game. You can go take one and use one. Calendar we'll get to with birthdays later. Turn-in tray, absent folder, charging station. Oh, behind this flag there is a pencil sharpener. The flag falls down all the time, so it's just like stuck there. We're done at 17? Sweet. Okay, we're not gonna do that. Okay, cool. Tomorrow, we are going to do a SLO. You guys have done SLO for other classes, right?
Yep.
Yeah. You're gonna do an SLO in here. It's gonna be on your Chromebook. Stop, we still haven't looked at my goodness. We're gonna get to that. But I guess we'll do that tomorrow because we have to go to Google anyway. So tomorrow, bring your Chromebook, make sure it's charged. For now, feel free to like get your stuff packed up and whatnot. When you leave, please be sure that these whiteboards go back on the chairs. I don't want them on the floor because if someone steps on them, they can break, and they're brand new. Also, don't draw on the back of them. That sucks. All right, you guys can go ahead and pack up. Please don't line up though, because that's a pet peeve. Put your things on the chair.
Okay, I can get 2 signs and I wrote down those.
Yeah.
What is fingerspell and
Finger spell.
Oh, right.
Like just so down. And then please. Yes. Thank you. Good job.
Hunger.
Oh, okay. Have you talked to somebody in the office about it or anything? Okay, so what I would do is during your lunch or something, go to the office, tell them if you don't have a Chromebook. They might send you to the library, they might send you to the so tomorrow, if you don't have it by tomorrow, you can use my Chromebook. Okay. I think the nurse is in the attendance office. So it's like behind the main office.
What are we doing now? Is it, oh, it's like light, yeah.
Give it 30 more seconds.
Light. Wait, is it light or light?
It goes up. Light.
Oh, you're right. Light.
Hi.
Will we ever get like papers for stuff?
You're
Yes.
stupid.
Sometimes we will. Like, what do you mean papers for stuff? Like, sort of, yes. You do have a workbook back there that we're gonna set up maybe next week, and that will have some signs in it, some pictures and things. But on Google Classroom, which I'm gonna show you tomorrow, I have videos, I have all these PowerPoints. I've got all that stuff that you can always refer back to if you don't have the paper. Okay?
Like, oh my god. I want you to know this is like the only class I'm like, actually excited for this year. I wanted to take ASL for like ever.
Bye! Thank you.